Sports fans, PRs, degenerates, and everybody that watches EWF, our humble audience, I present to you EWF's custom interview show I threw together myself called Money Talks. On Money Talks, we're going to bring in all of our talents. Well, frankly, I'm going to bring in whoever I want to. I'm going to ask them questions that I feel pertain to this company. But first of all, on our first Money Talks episode, I want to bring in somebody special, somebody that's a champion, somebody that built this company from the ground up. And may I say, he did a decent job doing so. Hell, he even let me wrestle for a couple of years. Now, I'm bringing in now Owen Devine. Mr. Devine, how's it going, sir?
It's going fine.
Where to start? First of all, how are you doing today? How do you feel about this weather? This off season though, you have a little bit of...
Why don't we stop the small talk and get to the point? I run this company, I'm the champion, I have shit to do. So, ask me the question so I can leave.
Alright, I guess my first question to you is, why do you wrestle? Where did you come from, Owen Devine? I want you to tell me about your childhood and why you decided to take you the time out of your life to build a company like this.
Alright, first of all, the thing you gotta understand, Matt, is I didn't build this company. I took it over from your incompetent brother, Blake. And
well, he didn't
then
build much of anything when I say so.
Yeah, when I'm talking, you're not. So, I took it over from your incompetent brother, Blake. Then, I built this company to the level it is at today. And to answer your question as to why I became a wrestler for the same reason as anybody else. I grew up watching this industry. I love this industry. Granted, I love it for different reasons than other people. I just love hurting people. And I'm good at it. But the thing is, Matt, that you don't know any more about Owen Devine than what Owen Devine wants you to know. So, next question.
Well, I guess the next of my questions that I have presented for you, sir, please tell me, what is going on with this nonsense with Tommy? You put him in the hospital. You attacked him at his own business. I'm not trying to toot your own horn. I'm very proud of you on this one. I heard, that his head was messed up, his neck was messed up, that his back was messed up. I heard he was in a consciousness for 6 days. I heard he was talking to Tweety Bird. Tell me, what happened that day from your perspective?
All right, well, what we need to do is we need to face the facts here, Matt. Tommy and I were a tag team for a long time, the top tier tag team anywhere. Fans loved us, we loved us. It was a great time. Then, we were competing in a battle royal to determine the vacant championship, the world championship. Now, I helped him acquire his championship. And what does he do? The plan being, I go over the rope. He then pushes him over as I pull him down. But what happens? What happens is I go over the rope. I pull him down. And Tommy pushes him over. He grabs me. I'm on the ground and Tommy's standing victorious. In short, Matthew, he screwed me out of my world's championship, which is inconsequential because I'm now a 6-time world champion, whereas Tommy has been champion once.
I guess that's a fair point to make about that statement. Now, I've heard this rumble and I've heard this ruckus that, EWF is one of the highest billed sports competitions in our generation for backyard wrestling. Now, my question is, why haven't we gotten more talent? I've heard there's great talent coming out of Texas, and there's great talent coming out of Maine, and even I heard in Colorado there's some stoners that got really crafty with a box spring, and they're wrestling. Now, my question to you is, what do you feel about other talent in this industry? What do you feel about everybody else wrestling?
Listen, there's a lot of potential, Matt. There's a lot of potential in this company. But not even just this company, this industry. My bad. But the thing is, when you see the potential has to be groomed and it has to be brought up to an acceptable level to compete with somebody like me. And nobody has been brought up to that level. Nowhere in Texas, nowhere in Maine.
Whoa. What about this WKE, though?
No.
There's
listen, that's it. Listen. There is one superstar in WKE who I view as having potential. And as you know, Matt, as I've stated 15 seconds ago, I pride potential. Cody Rex.
I heard he hasn't won one match yet, man. What potential do you see in the
Cody
loser?
Rex is a 5-time WKE champion. Cody Rex is the creator of WKE. And I see the potential. I see it just as
You
I
see
saw.
a little you.
You need to, be quiet and let me finish my statements. I see the potential in Cody the same way I see the potential that I once saw in Tommy. But the thing is, Cody is now making the claim of being the future of backyard wrestling. Now, Matt, as you probably remember from my debut, and it's a fact that still remains true, I am the prophecy of this industry. Cody Rex may have the potential to be good, but you cannot claim to be the future of something if you have beaten nobody important. And
Wow.
when you run an entire season winning only 2 matches, neither of which were important, he managed to turn his main event at Spotlight 4 into a triple threat match because he lost. Then he managed to get rid of their champion, thinking that evens the odds, right? Wrong. He loses to Moxley Adams, a superstar who, in my opinion, could have potential, but at the moment does not. So, in short, no. WKE does not have the potential. One man has the potential, and so far, I am not too impressed. Next question.
When you put things so delicately, leaves us fans a little starstruck. But I guess the biggest question out of this whole deal I brought you here for is Dyson Domination 8. What is going on at Dyson Domination 8?
Dyson Domination 8, that's a good question. Dyson Domination 8 is going to be Dyson Domination 8 presents paying tribute. Matt, what this means is that each superstar is going to pay homage to a superstar who has changed the industry in one way or another. Now, there are criteria for the superstar selection. That will be revealed at a later date. But the important thing is that as of right now, I do not have an Elite Wrestling Federation Championship match at the biggest show of the year. And that's because nobody has stepped up, nobody has been worthy of that shot. So, you have until the end of February. Otherwise, Owen Devine will be sitting at the front of the show watching everybody else destroy themselves while my title remains secure.
Very well put, sir. Very well put. I personally am excited to see the belt with the Alliance. I mean, as I've said multiple times, the Alliance just has all the character building and all the structure to take over this industry. But I mean, nothing's set in stone and anything could happen any day with the Alliance. You never know what's going to happen.
You see,
The great Eric Richards could even be thrown out of the Alliance one day for making the mistakes that he clearly has been making.
the great Eric Richards. Bit of a leap. I respect the man. Great, not so much. The thing is, the Alliance is not a permanent fixture in backyard wrestling, the Elite Wrestling Federation, professional wrestling, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus. The Alliance is a means to an end. That is it. The Elite was meant to be a permanent fixture, and you saw how that happened.
Firsthand,
When
let me say
people
that was ugly.
fail Owen Devine, there are repercussions. I super kicked Eric Richards at the end of a December to remember.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was beautiful. Let me just say that. That super kick, that brought a tear to my eye, warmed my heart. Agreed two sides of that day.
Listen, when I hit that last rights super kick on somebody, it's over. The match is over. I kicked Tommy, harking back to the beginning, I kicked Tommy in the skull 3 times at Halloween Havoc while his little buddy, the Guardian, watched.
I think he was guarding that seat.
Then I showed up at Scorpion Pit Tattoos.
Wow.
There was no customers, by the way.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But
memory lane.
then I super kicked him in the head 3 more times and successfully put him in a coma. So you see, my issue here is that there's somebody running around this company making allegations that Tommy's back. His music plays at a December to Remember. And you know what? I really have had it with it, because when I got attacked in my own office by a superstar who everybody else insists is someone different, yet with my own 2 eyes I can see that it is Thomas in face paint. Listen,
everybody's got to do drag or whatever they have to do at the end of the day to lighten up the mood. I mean, he seems like he's a stressed dude. Maybe that 6-day of coma really jarred something up in his head. We don't know.
Listen, all I have to say is one thing and one thing only. It doesn't matter if it's Thomas, the assassin, Guardian, Eric Richards. It doesn't matter. Hell, it could even be Cody Rex. If I hit you with that last right super kick, it's over. If I hit you with the redemption lock, it's over. If I hit you with the final flash, it's over. Get it through your head. Owen Devine is the Elite Wrestling Federation champion, and that's not changing. Now, Matthew, I have places to be, people to hurt, so have a good day.
Yeah, I got plans too. I got Thai food on its way.
And
I appreciate you coming in.
At Dyson Domination.
I'll see you later.